Musicians Institute Guitarcraft Program, sponsor of Fox 17 Rock and Review.
Fox 17 Rock and Review. I've got my special guest, hometown band, Moon Taxi, with Trevor and Wes joining me. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
You know, you've got the great new album, Let the Record Play, that just came out this last month. And so it's doing great. You've got, you know, the song Too High.
We just got to play it on the Megyn Kelly show, actually.
Wow.
Morning TV is a little bit different from late night. We've played a bunch of late night shows. But we just got to give a shout out to our crew for getting up at 3:30 a.m. and really just making it happen. So thank you guys.
That's amazing. Well, you know, and you guys know it, particularly being touring musicians. You guys have been on the road, you know, and together 10 years. But musicians are not morning people.
We like to value our sleep and personal space, too. I think that's why we're still together after 10 years, is we're respectful of one another's habits.
Well, and you guys actually met up originally at Belmont.
That's right, yeah. So Tommy, the bass player, and myself, we moved to Nashville in 2002.
Right.
With the dream of being musicians. And
Wow.
The band formed over the next few years, and yeah, we were at Belmont at the time.
Yeah.
So that's a great place. You know, it really fostered us as people and artists.
Well, and obviously it paid off, you know, and you guys have so many friends here and fans here in Nashville and all over the country now. But it's like your fifth album, and, you know, the video is so great. The song is so great with Too High. And when I was listening to it on the drive in, and I might have been driving a little faster than I should because it's sort of that positive energy, but it seems like it'd be a great song for live.
It's a lot of fun to play live. It just has that infectious, you know, four on the floor, kick drum. I mean, technically, guitar-wise, I don't have the picked out part. That's not my role in the song. That's Spencer's role, and I mean, I got to give it to him. It's a tough part to play. I should show you sometime.
Yeah, you're going to have to. I want to.
The chords, it's just like B minor, A, D, E. Minor, D major, E minor, but just the way that he picks them out is just so unique, and the phrasing is.
Well, you know, and we
really
were talking
cool.
too, Trevor, you know, that the interplay of instruments on the album, on all the tracks, which I really love the new sounds you guys got on this album, to where there's a very different sound with Spencer's Gibson ES335 than your Fender sound.
Sure.
And then obviously Wes is bringing in the Korg, and then you've got some other new keyboard toys.
We use this program by Spectrasonics called Keyscape. It's about a year old, and Spencer bought that about the time it came out, and it is one of the most detailed programs you can get for acoustic piano sounds and Rhodes and organ. I mean, and harpsichord we used on the song Good as Gold. It's an amazing program. They have it dialed in where you can actually adjust the sound of the pedal of the acoustic piano.
Gosh.
If you want to hear that sound. I mean,
That's where you're really getting into the nuances.
yeah, it's extremely detailed, like I said.
Well, I'll tell you what surprised me, too, before we came down to the studio. You guys were telling me, like, you have a totally quiet stage because everything is, like, direct, and you're using the Fender amps.
Yeah, we got these new amps from Fender called a Mustang GT.
I love them.
Which is a great amp modeling series, and it's been awesome for our stage volume because we actually have zero stage volume. We go direct out of the back, and we turn the main down, so we can hear it just fine in our in-ears. But, you know, it's like you close your eyes and you're hearing a Fender Twin. But really, it's just this solid-state smart amp, and you can modify it on your smartphone. So I think it's the wave of the future, and we are embracing that technology as opposed to shying away from it. I mean, I like the sound of like a tube amp.
Oh, totally.
But if you can model it.
Well, and like you said, too,
it.
Trevor, and I think it was so smart, we were talking about, you know, a lot of the classic musicians now that are pretty much deaf, and you were like, you know, it'd be awesome if I could still hear my grandchildren, you know, speak and talk to me, you know, and keeping that stage volume down is great for you guys.
It is.
And also that you can use the Bluetooth and control it with your phone.
It's so
to
cool.
the amp.
And he's got a Bluetooth app. What is this? The pedal board app?
So I have a pedal called what is it called? It's called an Eventide H9.
Oh, yeah, I love those.
Yeah, which is, I mean, you can do anything from delays to reverb. So I have a lot of stuff going on my phone. Really, the phone is the thing I need to back up now, not the amp or the pedal board.
That is crazy. Now, what about you on it, Wes? Because I know, you know, you're playing all the keyboards and doing the, like you said, the Clavinova and doing the acoustic piano. How are you pulling all that up on your Korg?
So I was fortunate enough to get a sponsorship from Korg. I've always had a micro Korg and have loved that. We've used it on just about every studio record for subs, and even on our song Mercury, it became the lead sound that we ended up using. But I got a Korg Kronos recently, 73 key that I absolutely love, and it's kind of nice. I always felt pressured to get pedals there's a pedal board integrated in the system. I mean, it's a touch screen.
It's like a computer.
Yeah, so if I want to, add some tremolo or phaser or whatever, I'm able to do that on the fly. We actually just recently played Blinded by the Light.
Oh my
gosh,
what a great
part,
song.
and I'm like, I got to get you can't have too much phaser. So in real time, I'm just like as if a pedal was right there, just kind of adjusting the amount and the rate.
And it's lighter than like a B3 is what you're telling me.
Just by a little bit. Just by a little bit.
Didn't strain the back as much. Yeah.
And you can just touch the screen and adjust it and get those sounds.
It doesn't have the same look, but I mean, I guess you could get like a housing for it. And
and then slide it in.
Yeah,
and some places do that. At some of the bars, it's like going, wow, look at that. It's a baby grand. It's like, no, it's not. It's a chord.
Nord.
Right. Yeah, it's a Nord or something. Yeah. Well, then I wanted to talk also, Trevor, about your guitars.
Sure.
You've got some cool Fenders, and I've seen you playing them on TV everywhere.
Yeah, so recently on the Today Show, I played a Fender Duosonic, which is a beautiful white kind of Stratty sound.
Vintage look.
Really cool looking and amazing sounding. Yeah. And I have a unique Telecaster, which I showed you a photo of. So this is a double cut Fender Telecaster. I think it's one of 250 made, so I'm holding on to that one.
Heck yeah. Well, I think it's so cool, Trevor, too, that, you and Spencer have such different guitar sounds. We were talking on the new album. I really love the use of the horns and everything, too. And on the news, you were telling about how, you had the guest saxophone player. But it's like there's so much layering on this album. It sounds like you guys. It's still Moon Taxi, but it's kind of expanded.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So it kind of felt a little bit, some days in the studio, like a Steely Dan record, where they'd just bring in some of their favorite musicians. So we had a good friend of ours, guest vocal on the songs Nothing Can Keep Us Apart and Trouble, and then we had a 5-piece string section one day. We had another friend that we've known for years play saxophone, and actually our front of house engineer, production manager, Tim, played some random percussion instrument on a song called Keep Me Coming. So yeah, it was really cool to sort of bring in, some new friends and old friends into the process.
Well, and once again, I said it when we started the interview too, West, or, Nashville, you guys are considered, Nashville home team band, and so everybody loves you here. And obviously they've seen you guys playing from the early days when you started doing the gigs around town. And now things are taking off for you, really. I mean, playing Bonnaroo, playing, Coachella, it's like you've played all these major shows, and you're proving yourself. And I think, and like I told you guys coming in, not just bragging, but I think this is the album that's going to take you to the next level.
Well, we appreciate Nashville kind of owning us, and we are proud to call it home. I mean, I don't want to live anywhere else, and I think it's definitely influenced us, not in a sonic way, but more of a professional way. I mean, because you have to be at the top of your game to be a working musician in this town.
Totally.
So I feel like it's been a great thing for us being from here and calling Nashville home.
Well, I want to bring up also, Wes, the website and everything where people can find out about the tour, because the big tour is going on now in Feb, and obviously the new album just released. So what's the website?
So the website for the album, RCA, I don't know how they pulled it off, but they bought the domain lettherecordplay.com. Pretty easy to remember.
That's amazing.
And our
amazing
website,
that was available.
Oh, I know. I mean, who knew? But
RCA, they can do that.
Yeah, they can pull some strings. But and our website, if you want to catch our tour dates, is ridethemoontaxi.com. And on Twitter at MoonTaxi, on Instagram at Moon_taxi, and we're on Crack or whatever else is left. I don't even know.
Yeah, whatever those. Yeah,
all those.
Yeah, but you guys have so many fans out there, and I think with the video for Too High, and obviously just the sound of the music, I think your crowds are going to love it when you're playing that at the live shows.
We've gotten a great reaction from it so far, and we're just looking forward to seeing what this year's going to bring us.
And maybe a new guitar and keyboard along the way, too.
I love my Fender right now, so I'm a happy man.
But you could use one more Fender, right?
You could always use one more.
Just like one more chord.
Right, sure.
Well, be sure and pick up a copy. Let the record play. Moon Taxi. Go see them in concert. I'm telling you what, these guys are amazing, and every time they come back here home to Nashville, they always sell out. And on the road, they sell out, so get your ticket early. Go see them. Pick up the album, and I think you're going to really dig all the incredible songs on here. Moon Taxi. Thanks for watching the Fox 17 Rock and Review.
Musicians Institute Guitarcraft program, sponsor of Fox 17 Rock and Review.